Hello, I'm Akshay Malhotra, founder director of School of Metaphysics and energy healer from last 14 years. Today we'll talk about the aura. What is the aura and how it impacts us? So coming to the basic physics, so the basic theory is everything vibrates, nothing is stationary, nothing is constant. Everything is made up of atom protons and the element is vibrating around it. Similarly, our bodies are made up of the same matter. The vibration of my body is called my aura or my human energy field. So every body has a unique energy field like a unique fingerprint. So your energy field is unique to yourself. That means my energy field will be densest around my physical body, and as we move apart it becomes lighter. A normal human aura is approximately 3 to 5 feet in radius, and it surrounds your body. It is an egg-shaped structure surrounding your entire physical body. So this aura is actually a very complex structure if you need to understand. Each human has a different unique aura, and our aura has a direct connection with our physical body. That means if my physical body is healthy, my aura is healthy. If my physical body is weak, my aura is weak. If I am fat, if I am obese, my aura has to be in that very shape. So my physical body is a physical representation of my energy body, I would say that. So if suppose you are having a headache or you are having a pain in the abdomen, it means the area around that, vibration around that area, that body part is not in place. So if I am having a headache, that means the vibration around my head area has gone haywire. If I am having problem in my knees, it means the vibration around my knees has gone haywire. So if with the different modalities or whatever, we restore the vibration around my knees, my physical problem, my physical body will get back to the balance. So my physical body and my energy body are directly connected to each other. So if something happens to me on the physical body, it will have an impact on my energy body. For example, I'm working in the kitchen and suddenly I get a cut on my finger. Instantly the finger will bleed blood, the blood will come out. Instantly my aura will also get torn and energy will start to leak from the aura. Anything that happens on my energy body will also have an impact on my physical body. Suppose my aura has a blockage on the head area, I'll experience headaches. So it is a very simple system of dynamics. Similarly, coming to the next part is, our thoughts and emotions have a direct impact to our energy body. These days we have devices, we have cameras, we have color photography techniques which are available, and you can actually see the changes happening in your aura in real time. So that means if I am angry, my aura will turn red. If I am speaking with passion, my aura will turn blue. If I am healing somebody, my aura will turn green. If I am meditating, it will turn violet. If I am sexually aroused, it will turn orange. So every emotion, every instant which is going on inside my body will have an impact on my energy body. It will have an impact on my aura. Similarly, aura will have an impact on my physical body. So whatever thoughts you are thinking, whatever you are going through, has an impact on your physical body as well. Maybe a hairline impact, but it will always have an impact on your body. Aura is the very basis of our relationships, how we connect with people outside. So whenever we meet somebody, the first exchange that we do is energetical exchange. We connect our aura with a person. Only if both of you have a frequency that resonates together, you will feel connected to a person. That is how we make friends. We feel connected to a person, we feel as if we share a connection because our aura actually matches. Other way around, if you don't feel connected to a person, it means your aura doesn't match with the other person. So if there's a mismatch in the energy field, you will not feel connected to a person. If there's a match in the energy field, you will feel connected to the person. And the people who are surrounding you, it means even if they're not touching you, there's a group of people sitting in a classroom, they're not touching each other, but their aura is gelled up together. So there's always exchange of energy that happens. And the physics says the energy will flow from a higher source to a lower source. So whether you're meeting 2 people or you're meeting 20 people or 200 people at once, there always is an exchange on the energetical basis. That is why, coming back to the ancient times, people used to say keep your company positive, because people who are surrounding you, they have an impact on you energetically, which slowly manifests to the physical reality, which you don't even realize. It all happens at subconscious level. Giving you another example, suppose in the class if somebody is not able to perform well, The basic rule what a teacher used to do, she used to make the student sit with the topper of the class, with the intelligent chap. Maybe his energy field will impact the other person's energy field and will uplift his energy field. So similar mechanisms work everywhere. In our Indian culture, if we look back, somebody in a family is not well, somebody is sick. What do? All the relatives go, spend some time with the sick person. Sit with him, they'll take fruits, they'll take some time, they'll sit with the person. The motive behind making this tradition was a person who's healthy, when they'll go and sit with the person who's ill, who's sick, they'll give up some of their energy to that person. Some of their fresh prana, fresh energy to the person who's not well, who's not fine. So the person who's ill will get a fresh boost of energy. The people who are healthy, they're sharing their energy with the other person. So all these traditions, customs that are made in a culture are actually made scientifically on metaphysics based on the transactions of energy. So our aura is a very deep mechanism. It is not very easy to understand the aura. It is a very complex structure. So everything that is happening in our body, every change that is happening has an impact on our energy field as well. So we understand this aura in a very deeper way. Suppose you go to the gym, so you build up your physical body. So the more exercise you do, the stronger is your physical body. Similarly, the exercise for your aura is meditation. When you meditate, your aura becomes stronger. Nowadays, because of the current situation, immunity is the new trending topic. Everybody talks about immunity everywhere you read. So what is actually immunity? If your aura is like a protection bubble that you're carrying everywhere, you know. So if your aura is weak, that means obviously there are entities, the negativity can enter your aura, which can affect you maybe on the physical level, on the emotional level, or on the mental level. So that means your immunity is low. That means your aura is weak. If your aura is strong, that means obviously your immunity is healthy. So when you meditate regularly, meditation is the exercise for your aura. Your aura starts to become stronger and stronger and it expands. Since in the beginning of the video I told you a normal person has an energy field around 3 to 5 feet in the radius. But a meditator will have an energy field around 8 to 10 feet. A saint who's a big saint or who's a regular meditator will have an energy field around 15 to 20 feet. Or people who are actually enlightened, they have aura in the kilometers. It is not in feet. It extends beyond a few hundred feet and goes up to kilometers. So your aura is the basic line of defense that we are carrying around ourselves. When we sleep, whenever we sleep, there is an automatic mechanism of our body which cleanses our aura. So all the negativity that we have taken up gets washed down. Or when you have a bath in the morning, water also cleanses your aura energetically. So if you're meditating or if you're doing any form of spiritual practice, anything that you are doing, it also adds up to your energy field. You go to a temple or a gurudwara or to any religious place, you feel good. Because the vibration that is present there, the aura of that place impacts your energy field. And you feel calm and serene and you feel all the nice things about it. So these are all things that happen on the very subtle energical basis in our daily body. Educating you about the concept of the chakras that we have. So stay tuned for the next video. Thank you.